And especially on this day, let us be mindful of our men and women in the armed services. Let us pray. O thou whose memory embraces the time before time, and whose awareness is deeper than being itself, we are filled with awe by the mystery of our own being, our own precious and tiny life in the midst of time and space. So we are gratefully humbled as we remember how great thou art. So on this day, we will be mindful of the wonder of our memory and its role in our life of faith. Yet we would also be mindful of those whose memory has faded, those who have lost their sense of place and time, even in their own homes, those who struggle mightily to recall the name of a loved one known to them for 60 years. And too, they sometimes forget your name, O Lord. Yet you remember them and secure them in the stream of life's flow. And may we also remember them and their caregivers. And we would also remember those on this day of remembrance who suffer from PTSD, whose memory is a living nightmare as a result of trauma in war, or in domestic violence, or in traffic accidents. May those who seek to help them heal, be given a special portion of your grace and courage. O thou whose memory of us does not fade, we would be mindful that you call us to keep alive the central events of the Bible. The Exodus from Egypt, the giving of the Ten Commandments, the coming of the Christ in the undistinguished town of Bethlehem, the ministry of Christ's teachings and healings, his strong stand for justice and compassion, and the overwhelming memory of his victory over the power of the cross of pain and shame. So we have gathered here this day to remember so much. May we be enlivened to run with patience the race that is set before us, looking unto Jesus, the constant Christ, the pioneer and perfecter of our faith, who taught us to pray. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our sins, as we forgive those who sin against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen.